this week. Things actually going on.
Wait, there's good things going on?
Yes, there's good things.
We have good things going on.
So we got a decent sized panel this week. Of course, Duke Devil's joining us again. He is our star today. He's special.
Special like short bus?
Yeah.
He's in the middle.
So we're going to start off. Jed, how's your week been?
Oh, it turned out to be better. We had a few good things, and we had a bunch of good things, and then so we hopefully I've been looking more at Starfield stuff, and it's looking better. And they did an update to No Man's Sky that they fixed a lot of the stuff. So I'm happy about that. So, and then of course we had the MF. We had a crazy MFer, and we had a crazy ball busters this week. So. Just saying, and you were there for some of it, Wookie. So, well, you were all there for the MFer, but the ball busters got crazy as hell.
Yeah, I was a little drunk on the MFer.
Yeah, you were, and then Dermy's like saying he was gonna fuck Camelot and all this other.
Oh
shit.
God, yeah. I missed that. I heard.
Yeah, I missed that too.
We were like, there's even 2 clips of me saying, "Hey, who would you rather fuck, Amaranth or Camelot?" And he goes, "Fucking Camelot." I was like, "So you would rather fuck Camelot than Amaranth?" Like so yeah, we had a crazy.
I don't know about that, boy. I don't know about that.
Yeah, and then when we brought Jerry Ryan up, he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't fuck her, but I'd fuck Camelot." I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." So,
I think Dermy'd rather get fucked by Camelot.
I know he wants. I said this. I said Dermy would be a little submissive bitch to Camelot, and Camelot would dom the hell out of him. Look at Acid.
Static, how have you been this week, sir?
I've been all right. I don't know where the hell this week went.
Yeah, it went.
Had a great show. Had a great show Thursday where we were going to talk about e-thoughts, and then my brother flipped the script and made it about dating. He has a tendency to do that. So it was a good conversation, though.
Well,
is he dating e-thoughts?
He would.
No. So you talk about e-thoughts and you get into the whole thought versus simp conversation and what's going on with men these days and all of that shit. And it just it has a natural path of that kind of conversation happening on such a topic. The goal was to just introduce my brother to what an e-thought is, because he is an internet normie. He doesn't do that whole thing. Great show though. Had a bunch of fun with Nomi. And yeah, I'm here today.
Freaking cool, man.
Have had a busy weekend, and I'm excited that today's only day 2 of my 3-day weekend.
Nice. Didn't pay for it. Tyler, how have you been? We haven't heard from you in a couple weeks. I've been trying to catch you on Legion Show. I hadn't seen you on there.
Yeah, man. Been busy with offline stuff, but doing good. Thanks for having me back.
That's no problem. Door is always open. Oh God, what do we got here?
Talking about my brother.
Yes, he is an Instagram nerd. Duke, how have you been, sir?
Pretty good. Just got back from Father's Day brunch. So had some good bourbon Bloody Marys. That's why I'm drinking coffee now. Bourbon Bloody Marys, yeah.
I have never heard of that.
It's a local restaurant here. They have their own veteran-owned bourbon, and it's a bacon-infused bourbon that they make their Bloody Marys with. So pretty good.
Oh, that sounds good, Duke.
That makes a little more sense with all that savory going on.
Yeah. And honestly, Static, probably Steve should have been brought on the MFer on Friday. He would have gotten a whole lot of information about e-thoughts at that point.
Oh yeah.
The MFer was a bit wild there after the Spider-Man dude.
Yeah, I've had several people tell me this week that how did it go from talking about comic books to just e-thoughts, cars,
degeneracy.
That
was degeneracy. There's a reason.
When certain people that we know go that are known for degeneracy go, wow, you went degenerate, that we know from Ballbusters and other places, and I got comments from, they're like, "Holy shit, Jed, you guys went full degenerate."
Yeah, I joined at the wrong time.
Duke was over there, and he's just like,
I'm just like, what the?
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck happened? And then it continued, and I like infected ball busters, and I was like, hey, guys, there's this, and then it went straight, and then Jeremy made it gay, and then we made it straight, and then Jeremy made it gay. It was like a bouncing. Because Soldier goes, oh my god, I thought we were gonna have a straight show for fucking once. Like,
that's never gonna happen.
But we went out on tits, so that was a W.
Yeah, but were they bolted to a man?
No, it was the chick with the
overalls.
The chick with the overalls.
Yeah, I was like, I was sitting in
it was in the middle.
Yeah, I was sitting in a chair nodding out, and I look up and I'm like, oh god, they're watching the same shit we were. I need to go to bed. I see Jock's in here. Jock just had his first early Father's Day. He's got one waiting to come. She already got him some presents. Seen the pictures on Twitter. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gamer-inspired baby onesies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I don't follow hot tub streamers. They're not. Look, I showed my whole list on Friday night. There was no hot tub streamers in my follow list. Okay, we knew where to go to the hot tub streamers, but I was not following.
Well, it's not like they hide them.
Yeah,
It's under hot tub beaches and spas or something.
Yeah, I showed my whole follow list on Twitch. There was no, none of that on there.
I think I follow Amaranth.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say
so because somebody pointed out that I follow Iron Mouse, and I was like, yeah, I follow Melody, Iron Mouse.
Who the hell? No.
Iron Mouse is a VTuber.
Don't bother.
Yeah, she's had Asmongold on her show, so she's got a little pull.
Yeah, and I follow her boyfriend, Connor. You know that he's a bit into the anime and Japanese, and he's been in Japan and everything else, and so I kind of know a ton because I've been on Twitch since the start. So
Justin TV,
what's up, Pat?
Yeah, I've been on Twitch before it was Twitch when it was Justin TV. So.
I think what's that? There's AJ too. I think Pat would be great on the MF because it's just degeneracy and bullshit.
And I said this to Duke, and I need to add you to the MF thing on Twitter so you can get the links and shit. Yeah, dude, we if you guys know somebody that's a good bullshitter, bring them on there and we will. That just loves to chill and have fun and fuck around. So, for the last 3 weeks, we talk about serious shit, and then all of a sudden we're just like, it just go full degenerate. And that show got 18 plus for the first time. It's an 18 plus show now. Like YouTube hit. I went and looked at my thing. It said 18 plus. They age gated it, but I age gate my shit anyway. So I go, this is not.
There's so many comments I could just add right now. He age gated his thing, and that's why you don't go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I pulled a fucking 22-year-old me. I woke up at 6:30, dealt with the dog, went back to sleep at 8:30, woke up at 10:30. Turned Diablo 4 on and played that until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That's a long day. 1 o'clock. Okay.
I went from level 28. I'm level 43. So I'm almost a paragon.
Wait. Are you what? 23?
I was 23. Now I'm 43. So I'm up 20 levels in a day. Got to play with my buddy Hanover, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But other than that, just hanging out. I do want to say congratulations to Chrissy Mayer. Got married this weekend. Big congratulations on that. And then congratulations on Melanie Mack.
Oh, God.
For this banger right here.
2, 3.
Talking about fighting for it.
Oh, come on. She just jumped out. I thought she was
She got an early jump. She's just played basketball before.
knows how to get over
Really
two
jump,
now.
nobody else.
Yeah.
Oh, she did snatch it.
It's
Yeah.
basic basketball, man.
She
Basic
snapped-
rebounding. You got to get it at
She
the
went
highest
up there
point.
and did that Tomb Raider fucking snatch.
Everybody else is waiting
man.
for it to drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the good things that happened this weekend.
Yeah.
She
Gotta
was
want it.
playing it. She was playing it like a seasoned veteran wide receiver because she went after the ball instead of waiting for it to
At
come
the
to
highest
her.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like she knew what she was doing. Everyone else was waiting for it to come to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Gotta want it. Otherwise, somebody else is gonna snag it.
She
Listen,
played like
Gretchen.
the Eagles and shit, man. Like
Yeah. She did better than some college football players.
yeah.
She had the sticky tape on her fingers.
Yeah. You see that jump, the vert she got? She's like, psh. She
All right, so-
channeled the power of Tomb Raider.
So let's get on to the bad news.
Ugh.
Bad news.
The bad news, the
Ruh-roh.
Flash,
Yeah.
Wow.
130 million worldwide. It didn't even hit the 60 million they were projecting for domestic.
Look at Transformers.
Well, it was 70 on Friday, I think. Then they dropped it to 60 yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
couldn't even hit
55.
So,
It's like, goddamn.
but like we don't know. Like, doesn't today still count for these numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Our
they're
day is
not,
part of these
are-
numbers.
Are the projections just supposed to be Friday, Saturday?
this is
No.
Friday, Saturday, estimated Sunday.
Estimated Sunday.
It,
And
they
actually,
couldn't
it's
even
a holiday
beat
weekend, so it might
Transformers.
make a little bit more than
Yeah, look at that.
a
They couldn't
typical
even beat
Monday.
Transformers.
What's that? What was that, Tyler?
I said it's technically a holiday weekend, so it's probably going to make more than a typical Monday.
Right, but when
Um,
they make the like estimates of what they think it's going to do, 60, 70, whatever, do they consider that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or are they just
Yes.
saying
Yes,
It's
yes.
Friday,
Okay.
Saturday numbers, and then they estimate it out on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, and the numbers is usually within a million or two.
Yeah.
They're
it's
usually
Scroll
pretty
down.
good.
It's-
Scroll down to the daily box office performance. I think you
Yeah.
can have it there.
Yeah, 24,
Probably
15, 14. Normally Saturday's the highest is higher
Right.
usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's
Friday includes the Thursday previews and anything
What?
before Friday as well. They all
Yeah.
put it all-
Hey, Tyler, I wanted to ask you: do you think Indiana Jones has got to outperform Flash?
it might.
That's a pretty low bar. Yeah, very well
That's what I'm
said.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Which one is going to be worse, Indy or the Flash? That's what
I
was
bet you
asking.
it beats Elemental.
It'll probably beat Elemental. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, everything's beating Elemental. Elemental was what, third?
Yeah, it was like
20 and 30.
$20 million, $29 million.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I watched Tom. Oh, I was watching Tom and Culture and everybody, and then somebody else, and they said that movie is so bad, and they gave away spoilers galores, and I was just like, for Indy, I was like, oh my god, it's worse than I thought.
Oh, the
Yeah.
script leak is real.
Yeah,
It's
said-
real. It's real.
Yeah,
They confirmed it on a stream.
I saw that on
Yeah.
Chris Gore's show. He said that all those leaks are absolutely true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I saw Chris Gore talking about it with somebody. So
Yeah, somebody over there in that camp is leaking this stuff because remember, Guardians got leaked.
Well, I think
I think Ant-Man got leaked.
this is really not a leak. I mean, this came out of Cannes. So someone who saw it at Cannes, who was in the theater, basically just said, "This is what happens."
Yeah,
I
you
don't
showed
consider
it.
that as a leak as much, especially when they premiere it to
right.
critics.
That's
Yeah.
right. They played it at that film festival.
Yeah,
Played at
Yeah.
Cannes.
So-
They had to be fancy. They had to be
yeah,
fancy
and
to play at Cannes.
that's how they got already a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes because true critics have already given it bad scores.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the Rotten Tomatoes on Flash. I'm sure
Yeah.
I don't have to.
I did in my review.
Did you click the button so you could go in and
Yes.
turn it to?
Yeah. The top critics are like 50%.
Yeah. So let's get into the Flash. We see it did abysmally compared to everything else. Transformers took another shit this week.
yeah, it was.
And that's only at 274 million worldwide. So that's abysmal for a
What did,
Transformers movie.
what was the Guardians hold? Because it's like 6 weeks in now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guardians made money.
Guardians shocked everyone, and they only fell like 42% or something on the second
Right.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that was all of us going, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to go on the high seas.
Yeah, it had a
to see
31%
Guardians.
drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm
You
like,
What
So you're
Transporters?
waiting
I'm
for
sorry,
Guardians to hit the high seas. It's already out there.
no, it's in cam.
Yeah,
only.
it's- yeah,
It's
he
not
wants the
HD.
digital
yeah.
I want the
Yeah.
HD.
No,
I
no,
don't watch the cam.
Oh,
It's
Truth
not-
Devil knows something.
I know things.
What
I've,
happened?
I've seen things.
Oh, then.
I can tell you things later. I'll tell you things later.
So, not in-depth review quality.
Yeah.
The guy, us top row have watched it. The two bottom guys didn't. What would you give that a rating on that movie? Just out of 10, top of your head.
Probably a 4, just because of Michael Keaton. If there was
I said
Michael Keaton, it'd probably be like a 2.
overall, I gave it a 4 or 5, and I thought it was a very meh movie.
Yeah, I give it a 4. I give it a
That's
4.
the same I've heard from everybody else. It's like a 4.
So- I like the overall theme of the movie is that things happen, accept them, and move on. And that was the overall arching thing. You can't fix the world. You have to just keep going.
And another thing, me and Static have talked about this before. It's another 2.5-hour movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, they
long.
could have easily cut 30 minutes out of that movie.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
Yeah.
and here's the other thing, and this is where I think I called it a mess, and I think that's a good way to say it because literally there are 2 or 3 movies shoved in here. So we're obviously going spoilers. Fair?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going
All right.
spoilers. So everybody go in the spoiler territory because I do know the spoilers because I saw them. So go ahead.
So the whole opening is basically a Justice League light in the sense of we're getting the Flash, we're getting Batman, even Wonder Woman shows up for a little bit of Justice League like action. Then we get the Flash story coming in, which is Barry wanted to change time, which is, the essence, the Flashpoint story, altered because they don't have the background to actually make Flashpoint. And then we get a Man of Steel redo with Supergirl. So you literally have 2 or 3 movies shoved in together here. And I said, when I did my review, I said, honestly, the mistake was, and they had to, it's not a mistake because they had to push this movie somehow. And I don't think you can push it off Ezra Miller because Ezra Miller is not a leading dude.
No,
He's not a leading star.
No, he's
So
not.
so Ezra needed the backup. But honestly, Batman detracts from the true Flash story. If Flash was developed properly as a character and you had a good actor who could carry it, you would not need to have Michael Keaton there.
And good
It's great
writing.
seeing Michael Keaton.
His entire character, the entire time, is that whole jokey thing where you got to get a joke in every other 30 seconds.
So is Marvel.
And then there's 2 Ezra Miller, so you got twice as many jokey jokes.
And then there's
And
3 Ezra
Tyler.
Millers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But Tyler, let me ask you this, and this is something I noticed. So when the way they put Barry, I don't think they do a good representation of Barry Allen in the DCEU. I think the CW does a better one. But when we see Ezra playing Barry Allen, he's kind of spectrum-y. He's very awkward and everything. Not like
He's
Clark Kent
always-
awkward. But then when he goes back in time and he meets his 18-year-old self, he is way more mature. I thought there was a tonal shift because he's got 18-year-old
That's 'cause he's
Barry
playing all
Allen
weird.
being all weird. And now, the older Barry Allen's a lot more mature. I mean, you can't have crazy little erratic Ezra twice for 2.5 hours, but it's just a tonal shift that I thought was very strange.
Yeah,
Did anyone else notice that?
yeah, I
Yeah,
noticed
he's
he
the more
was still,
mature
he
of-
was,
he's the more mature of the 2, but it's still not.
Yeah, I
That's
agree
a-
with that.
That's
But he's so awkward in the beginning of the movie when he's still the adult. And then when he goes back in time, I just thought he was a lot more mature.
Yeah, you're
Because
saying
I didn't
because
think
you
the-
couldn't have two bumbling idiots. Somebody's gotta
Exactly.
be-
Exactly. But it's just, it tonally was off. And I think that's one of the things, like I said, that
there
made
was a
the
lot of
movie a
stuff.
mess.
Yeah, and they were like they didn't seem to mind that Supergirl left at that. Did you notice that? She was just gone and they didn't mention it until they're like,
oh.
we got to go get her.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Seems like a big moment there. But yeah, all of it was very disconnected, disjointed.
But there were some legitimately decent scenes, couple good
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah,
mean,
the part where they do the pan over Bruce Wayne and they show the bat suits and the music starts
Mhm.
from the '89. That part was cool.
And
that might be the
I
only
like-
thing that sticks with me. And the baby shower joke was kind of funny too.
Oh Jesus! I actually
But then-
thought
but
the
then
scene
it
with him and
that
his
was
mom
the
was
first
good.
joke, and then there was like 300 more jokes. And it
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
Good lord.
But I thought the scene with him and his mom was kind of good for the overall theme.
Yeah.
At the
In
end,
the end.
Market.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was good.
There was a couple of scenes in the movie that were not bad. The Michael Keaton "Let's Get Nuts" was out of place.
Yep.
I just felt like they had to shoehorn that in.
I could tell that from the trailer.
Wait, did they
Yeah.
do that? Oh, let's get crazy that he did in the first movie
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
again? Oh my
Yep.
god. I didn't
Now,
hear about that.
The best thing, and I laughed at this, was when Batman pulls out the tape measures, like, how much you guys weigh? Like from
Yeah.
the original Batman movie with
Yeah.
Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he like puts there's spoilers, guys. He puts the charge under the fucking thing, and he's like trying to calculate it. He's got the tape measure out to measure how thick the fucking base of the platform
Yeah,
they're
that
standing on
was
is.
a deep cut right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was peak Michael Keaton Batman. It was pretty good.
Yeah. And then
that
the little
was-
bag with the laughs, that was kind of, that was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, there were certain things I liked in the movie, but overall, like dealing with two Ezra Millers for most of the movie sucked.
Yeah.
You
The
know
stuff-
what surprised me?
time that we did in Justice League was rough. And then you're just going to give him his own movie? And
You know-
there's two of them?
There's a 3-hour cut. There is a
Yeah,
3-hour
there
cut.
is.
The director said there's a
What?
3-hour
Is there a
cut. of this
90-minute cut we could see?
No,
Is it-
there isn't.
2.5 is the shortest
Well,
we could do. Okay.
Are we gonna
Hopefully
get
that's
another
changing
Snyderverse?
because you have so many movies that are 2.5 hours long that make $1 billion, so that they think if they want that movie to really perform, they're going to have to
Mario
do
was-
all this stuff.
Okay, so
Barely 90
I
minutes.
have a question. How much did John Wick 4 make? Because it was 2.5 hours.
John Wick 4 actually didn't do that great.
And John Wick
Make
4 is
money.
rated R.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the movie was pretty good because I watched it. The only
It was
thing
too long. It was too long.
They could have caught some things in there. I agree on that because I did see some bloat in there this time because I just watched it last week. But
It
you
made
know,
432.
432.
It's not even like half a billion.
Yeah. So
Yeah. What was the budget?
It's
It's like 140 or something.
I'm on the numbers here. Box office, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
the budget.
I think it's like 140-ish.
yeah.
So 400 million on 140, that'd put a couple $100 million in the bank.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it made money back. It made
Yeah.
it made money, so they could have.
Well,
some,
that's why Marvel now, what the TV shows are 75 million, and the movies are going to be 175 million.
yeah,
They locked their budgets down.
they had to.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
have the money like they used to.
Well, the time of the $250 million budget, you're going to have to make almost $1 billion, $700 to $800 million to break even, and these movies aren't doing it. Now, Guardians did it, and that's only because word of mouth. It was actually a good movie.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of Supergirl?
I was actually fine with her.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah.
I like the back shots. She had a nice dumper on her too.
And honestly, I was really concerned they were going to do whole like Mary Sue girl boss thing. They really didn't. I
No,
was
they didn't.
surprised.
Well,
Yeah.
so, and I know FNT talked about this, and I knew it was coming when I watched it. How the fuck did Zod kill her with a fucking piece of steel?
Are you serious?
She's a fucking
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. Yeah. Paradox.
Because I heard that they killed Keaton and Supergirl.
Yeah, everyone dies. Zod
Everybody
wins.
dies.
Yeah, Zod wins, and there's nothing they can do about it. They keep jumping back in time trying to fix it, and it's one of those things. It happens. You can't do anything about it.
So
And
it's
it
a
makes you-
fixed point in time, basically.
Right. It's a fixed point in time.
Yeah.
But how then it makes you wonder, going back to Man of Steel, how the hell did Superman do this? I mean, think about that. Yeah, I mean, you had one Kryptonian, granted. She's new to her powers, but she still had backup with 2 Flashes and even a Batman, and they can't stop these guys.
Well,
What-
and
how did
I kind of liked it showed how insignificant the Flash actually is. He's good for his one thing. He is not
I think it's
Superman. He's not Batman. He needs
But
them too.
but I think it's also a misrepresentation of his powers. I don't think the DCEU's getting Flash properly.
No, they're not, and they don't understand Superman properly either.
They're making him into Spider-Man, like this little kid,
Yeah.
with powers. That's appeals to the younger generation, I guess.
Yeah, but that's not who Barry Allen is.
No, it's not really.
That's more of a Wally West. That's more Wally West than Barry Allen.
Yeah, he has a little sidekick. Exactly.
Yeah.
Basically.
So while we're talking about the Flash, this has been brought up. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Who's the Flash?
Barry Allen.
Some people say Wally West.
Yeah.
I say Barry is the Flash. Wally, I love Wally, but he's not the Flash.
I'm
Well,
not stuck on the name thing
Barry
like you
is.
guys are.
Barry
Miles
is.
Morales can be Spider-Man, and you can have Wally be.
I think
I don't care.
I think it's different in this
Shit.
sense. I think really, and I know how Miles got the Spider-Man mantle because Peter Parker died, but that was a different universe. In DC Comics universe, when Barry sacrificed himself in Crisis on Infinite Earths, Wally took over because there needed to be a Flash. So I think at that point, he was being trained to be a Flash. Don't forget,
Yeah,
he was Kid Flash.
He's Kid Flash. Yeah.
So I think you guys are kind of missing the point with the Spider-Man conversation. And you're all aware of it, but like the whole, yes, Miles Morales is Spider-Man, but yet also all of his merchandise is Miles Morales.
Yes.
People don't, when you say Spider-Man, they automatically think Peter Parker. Whereas I don't think the Flash, Barry Allen's name does not have nearly the weight Peter Parker does. So therefore, it's not nearly as confusing as, say, Peter Parker versus Miles Morales.
You
And
have
I think-
you have Jay, you have Barry, you have
Yeah,
Wally.
Jay was the first, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Jay was the golden age in the JSA
Yep.
because
Yeah.
DC is what I grew. DC was mine back
Well-
then, but
well,
I
then-
did love some of Marvel.
DC
Here-
was famous for just making different versions of their characters already. So how many Green Lanterns do you have? How many Flashes do you have?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still have Clark Kent, you still have Batman, you still have Wonder Woman. There's not different
Yeah.
versions of them, except
When
when
you
you get
go
into like
to-
the Batverse thing. But
When
Yeah, but
you think of Green Lantern, you think of Hal Jordan.
I think of Hal first,
Yeah.
yeah, I think of Hal first.
Yeah.
but I think it's also generational
Yeah. So
because,
Yeah.
and again, what do you think of the Flash? Did you hear this about the Flash? And if it's a common person, you go, wait, which Flash? You're talking Wally, you're talking Barry.
yeah.
It's the same thing with Green Lantern. Are you talking Guy? You're talking Hal? You're talking John Stewart?
John Stewart.
Yeah.
Say, don't forget the
And
black guy. You'll be
Kyle.
racist.
But again, that's the Green Lantern core. That's the Green Lantern
Yeah.
core. So there's
Yeah,
a
it's a
lot
little
of
different
yeah.
with the Green Lantern.
yeah. But if you ask I think a DC Comics person, like, oh, what'd you think of the Flash? Someone's go, which one? And
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
they're gonna go Barry or Wally. But if you
And
go, what do you
if
think
you-
of Spider-Man? It's gonna be Peter Parker.
Right. That's
And
what I'm
if
saying.
you
Yeah.
think of Wonder Woman, there's Diana
Well,
Troy.
once
and
again, it's-
Diana.
It's generational with that too. I mean,
Mhm.
the younger generation is going to see more Miles Morales.
Yeah,
He's been-
Yeah, there's a very good chance Miles Morales, like 20 years, it's Miles Morales.
Well, I mean, they still aren't outselling Peter Parker.
No, they're not.
No,
Pete-
but,
Yeah.
well, okay. So then, to be fair, in 20 years, no one's going to give a shit about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be, it's Tobey Maguire and what's his name, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like whenever somebody thinks of Spider-Man from Marvel movies, it's Tobey Maguire.
And
Well,
when
he was the
everyone,
first.
Yeah.
just like
Well,
when
it
everyone
wasn't,
thinks
but-
of Thor, it's Miles Morales
Whenever
by Odin Spade.
a lot of people, whenever
that
they
book
think
was
of
so
Batman,
racist.
Whenever
Oh
they
my
think of
God.
Batman, they think of Michael Keaton. Yeah,
No, there's been
Yes,
so many
yeah, but
Batman that
I
you-
still say
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
I
think
would
Christian-
say Michael
Christian-
Keaton. So.
Yeah, I think Christian Bale was the more.
I think Michael Keaton
Well,
too,
you
but
can
there's been
go
so
because
many.
they were both
Yeah.
Batmans, but that one was a different era. That was like 20, 25 years down the line. But there's still a lot of people do. That's the reason why Michael Keaton was in this movie. It was because everybody still thinks of him as Batman.
Nobody thinks of George Clooney. We'll say that.
Yeah,
until
Yeah.
until the end.
You think everyone still thinks Michael Keaton as Batman?
Yeah.
No.
I-
I don't.
There's it's like
Adam
the
West. There
Flash's
you
thing.
go.
What's up,
There's
Kenzo?
Adam West, there's Michael Keaton, and then you have Christian Bale. Just like the Flashes, you know. You have Jay, Wally, and Barry, you know. So
And
Well,
there were so
think-
many.
I just
cameos.
think it's Christian Bale because one, he's got the trilogy. No one else has that. And they were like, I remember all the McDonald's crap and everything that came out with the 89 Batman and even Batman Returns and all that stuff. Because, you know, I was a kid. I was 6 when 89 Batman came out, and I wasn't even allowed to watch it. But I remember wanting all, like, I was allowed to have the toys. I had a Joker, I had Batman, I had Batmobile, I had as many of the things I can get from McDonald's as possible. But like, I think the Nolan series just blew all the rest of them out of the water, therefore making Christian Bale Batman.
Yeah, I will say that Christian Bale, for me, that was the definitive Batman series. Now, Michael Keaton, I was a kid when that came out. I think I still have the McDonald's toy where it's the little Batmobile with his head sticking out.
I still have the McDonald's ones too.
But while it was good, I think everything that came after that kind of erased Michael Keaton a little bit. I mean, you know, Batman became a wore-out franchise.
Well, Clooney.
With Clooney and the super goofy stuff, which almost rolled into the Adam West stuff, which I grew up with as a kid. But it just came off in a weird, like Batman having nipples. I remember being a little kid going, "Why does he have nipples?"
You know, if they had shark repellent in that Clooney Batman, I think that would make it way more acceptable.
I think they didn't go.
If we had a scene with the shark, yes.
They didn't
There's
go
Thinking
Adam.
of the shark.
Yeah, they didn't
Especially with
have.
Arnold.
They didn't go Adam West enough for it to be Adam West. They just went corny. I think when Christian Bale series came out, people took Batman seriously.
Yeah.
That was a very serious set of movies. You actually felt like there were stakes on the line. You were very invested into that, all three of those. And even if Heath Ledger hadn't passed away, he would still be the definitive Joker.
We
I
also
like Jack
had to
Nicholson's.
change.
Whatever. It's Jared Leto. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
I
But we-
go against everybody and I say I like the Jared Leto Joker, but he's not the Joker. Heath Ledger
like
is the
Jared.
fucking Joker.
He's
I
an
would have watched
alternate
more.
universe
I would have watched more Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah.
The other thing is
Of course you would.
don't
say.
forget the evolution of the superhero comic book movie since then. So, you know, Michael Keaton, all we had really before then was Superman. And then we really didn't have much. And then we had X-Men come out. Then we had Spider-Man come out. And they were taking more of a serious tone with it, not really campy, jokey as much. And
No,
then
I
when,
don't.
You know,
I don't
I
appreciate you
think
disrespecting the early Spider-Man and Captain America movies.
oh, I forgot about
I
I forgot about when he was against the Italian Red Skull.
Wait. When
Yes,
Thor
yes.
was there too, when Thor
And the
was in
Punisher.
the early stuff too, because he had Captain America, Spider-Man, and Thor in an old '70s thing, and it was wild.
You had a
Also-
live
also-
action Spider-Man show in the 70s.
Yeah,
Also, the Incredible Hulk movies
yeah,
with
Oh,
when
yeah.
we first met Thor. And Daredevil.
Punisher.
yeah.
I just don't remember the,
Oh, God, the Daredevil.
Incredible Hulk TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care too much for the Daredevil movie. I didn't think
Which
Jennifer
one? The Ben
Garner.
Affleck one?
I didn't think Jennifer Garner was a good
Oh
Electro.
no, I didn't like. I sat through that and I was laughing throughout the whole movie. I was just
The
like,
director's
oh my
cut is
God.
better.
Yeah, it is better.
I'll take your word for that one.
Kenzo says there was a Doctor Strange too back in the day. I think I may have
there
seen
was.
that.
That is true.
Yeah. It is true. It was in the '70s. I
And
remember that.
don't forget the unreleased Fantastic Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
Yes,
movie.
which
right,
is
yeah.
the best version of the Fantastic Four so far.
Now,
I'm just saying.
everybody knows about the racism that transpired with Doctor Strange, right?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was
With,
Asian.
with the Master Girl or whatever, they changed it from an Asian guy to her.
Are you
Yeah.
saying Dr.
In
Stephen
the
Strange was
comics,
Asian?
yes, in the comics, when the first couple of comics, he was Asian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, racist bastards.
Yep.
I don't know. So I've got the wiki for that Doctor Strange film in 1978. Is this a porno?
No, it looked like a porno, dude.
You're on the wrong site, man.
Yeah.
No, this is Wikipedia. Like,
I gotta get that porno music put on here.
Yeah, so we can use it for Friday.
Yeah, it's got that nice bounce, chicka wow wow. But
I'm looking up for some stuff for Friday, dude. It's gonna be wild.
so if you go on YouTube, I've used it in videos. No one said anything about it. There's if you look up porn songs, there's one with Ron Jeremy on it.
Yeah.
God.
I came to the point where we're getting to be known as wild as Ballbusters is now. So I'm just gonna take it in that direction.
I'm fine with it because I don't have to stay sober.
Yeah, and I'm just like, fuck it. And people were like, I got told, hey Jed, that first part of the show was porn as fuck. They said everything after that was awesome.
So back to the Flash. Ezra Miller, for the movie, only did one public showing.
Yeah, they were trying to keep,
and that was at the red carpet.
Yeah,
they kept this guy on a short leash, and what did he do while he was there? Hey, James Gunn.
Yeah.
oh God.
But that's all he did. Peter Safran and James Gunn, all he did was praise them. Your grace and discernment and care for the context of my life in bringing this moment to fruition. This movie, Batwoman, was supposed to be better than this.
I can't see it being worse.
Well,
Yeah.
who said that?
There was a couple of people that said Batwoman was better.
Hasn't.
Every time we say we can't see anything will be worse. Everybody jinxes everything, and we see something worse.
So Static, per our conversation,
You still got Aquaman.
Per our conversation, that person praised this movie and praised Batgirl. You remember that?
Who was it?
Backstage on your stream, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, she was drinking
Suspect.
the juice. Yeah. And the Kool-Aid. I mean,
and we still didn't see the Batmobile she showed us.
Company gal. That's all that comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, there's a lot of stuff cut out of that movie. You can see in some of the trailers and some of the behind the scenes photographs.
How many reshoots?
Directors.
Oh,
Two or
tons.
three?
And Cavill is in it, but it's not a cameo. He's just in the background there.
Yeah, but he filmed. He did stuff.
Yeah, they took all that out
for the movie. Yeah, they took it
because
all out.
the one part they show him is from Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Now the Nick Cage, everybody says that looked horrible.
It did.
It looked cringe, but it was still interesting. I get them doing Christopher Reeves. You have to do Christopher Reeves if you're going to show all the Superman. They also show the old black and white TV show.
When
George Reeves.
George Reeves, and they show the old black and white Batman show.
Yeah,
that was before, but I didn't see Adam West in there. You hear
the
Joker?
Yeah,
you hear what's his name?
You could see Adam West running. He was in the right side. Yeah, but
I was distracted by the shitty CGI throughout the entire movie.
They showed a Flash, which actually is not the true Golden Age Flash.
Yeah, it had the hat and everything on.
The one from the movie, right?
but no. That is actually from the Flash TV series because I saw.
I was going to ask.
Yes,
that's cool.
but it wasn't actually.
He played the Flash in the movie, didn't he? That guy from the TV
No.
show?
This is what I'm saying. That's not John Wesley Shipp. That actor's name is Teddy Sears.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I thought he was in the TV show because he was the Flash in the movie.
No. So the actor was actually he was supposed to be playing the Golden Age Flash, but it was all a ruse. He was not actually Golden Age Flash. He had John Wesley Shipp as Golden Age Flash as his prisoner. So he was faking being the Flash. So they used a fake Flash to represent the old Golden Age Flash as if it was a real movie or television show back then.
Yeah, because they just pulled footage.
That's all he did. Yeah.
But I mean, come on, you couldn't pull image of Christian Bale. You couldn't pull Tom Welling. You couldn't pull Brandon Routh. I mean, come on. there are all these characters out there that they wanted to show a true multiverse, but then we get 30 seconds of Nick Cage fighting a spider. Okay, John Peters is happy, so I guess he makes money.
Yeah.
I bet Kevin was just like, fuck him.
Oh, that's when he cried again.
I know, he's like,
I
crying.
still like what Nerdrotic and them had. They should have had it like him sitting there in the Superman suit eating chips and looking and seeing the fucking hole. Like, oh, fuck.
So I have a question.
Go
We
ahead.
were talking about the CG. What's worse, this or Love and Thunder Thighs?
Oh, this is cringe.
I don't remember the CGI being bad in Thor: Love and Thunder. I mean, I don't.
Not as there were some scenes here that just wow.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
It was
So
like
it
they told the.
like,
Go ahead. Bud.
Oh, I would say I did see. I've seen clips because people have passed me things. That's the reason why I do know about the movie, but I haven't seen the whole movie. It looked like the CGI from Wonder Woman 2, where you could still see the wires when she was jumping in that one scene in Wonder Woman 2. Do you remember that?
When Ezra is running, it's not like it's his face and they CGI the stuff around.
Yeah.
It's all CGI. Like I said to Duke in the private chat in the Twitter chat, I'm like, did they even mocap him running?
Yeah.
Like, because only time you see him running is when he doesn't have flash powers anymore. Everything else, he's like, his arms are wobbly, his legs are wobbly. It looks all CGI.
Well, he thinks he's
And
like speed skating or some shit when he runs.
Yeah,
He
the
looks
whole
like a
weirdness with the
moron.
arms and
Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
that was an early decision, not going back to Zack Snyder. It's like, this is how we're going to have the Flash run. I'm sorry, I just prefer early CW Flash. I mean, that makes
me
sense.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the early stuff. I like when they introduced him.
I will say this. I even love CW Superman right now. Lois and Clark, Superman Lois.
He does a good job.
He's a good Superman.
Yeah. I agree.
You know.
Did you know he was in the running against Henry Cavill
Yeah.
Really?
for the
Who
Yeah,
was that?
he was.
Dean Cain?
Man of Steel?
No, Tyler Hoechlin.
Tyler Hoechlin
Dean Cain's not running for anything. He's on the right.
No.
Yeah, Tyler Hoechlin is a good.
Although I will say it was like $100 when he was down here at MegaCon at Comic-Con in Tampa. I almost went. It was like $100 to get a signed cape from him. Because I remember watching Superman and Lois
Yeah.
when I was younger.
I was in college.
Yeah.
I love that show.
That was a pretty good
watched
show.
Every episode of it.
Anything Superman's in needs to be wholesome and family friendly because that is Superman.
And not breaking necks.
Yeah.
That is the reason why I love Superman and Lois, because it's them as a family.
Although
Yeah.
Supergirl killed quite a few men within a short amount of time.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys are dead.
What did James Gunn say about The Flash before it came
Greatest
out?
movie ever.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, of course he's
Does
telling
that
the company
Does
line.
that put the rest of the future of the DCU in question with you?
I think he said it blew his mind. In other words, it could have been like, it's
Let's get that
fucking
exact
horrible.
quote. Hold on.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
But,
I believe he was saying it was great or one of the greatest.
Ezra doesn't have a job.
No.
Does he not?
Well, he
No.
may, just not as
No.
an actor.
Yeah. So they have not tied anything up with him. There's nothing going on with him.
Yeah, they
He
didn't
is-
set up anything in this one.
No.
I
And
thought
there
the
is
whole
no.
reason for the multiverse was to reset to.
He's got no
something, but-
contract or anything like that. So that's why he was like praising Peter Safran and James Gunn for understanding him. And doing that.
Yeah.
When this was out of their fucking hands, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. So this is, quote, Gunn, CEO of DC Studios, calling it, quote, one of the best superhero movies he's ever seen, end quote.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they have to do. Look, didn't they do the same thing with Shazam? Like, it's a good movie, go see it. You know, because otherwise you're just leaving money on the table. They have to say something about it.
Well, you
Yeah,
also have
after
the
Gunn
future
gets
of
a
the
movie or
franchise to think about though.
what's that?
I said you also have the future of the franchise to think about. If you say this one's going to be great, and I mean people are going to go see it eventually, and they're going to know it's bullshit.
Now, do you think the way they ended it? Because in my opinion, I think, spoiler, I think Flash is not in the old DCEU. He's somewhere else. He's in a different multiverse universe.
because
Because it's Clooney.
appearance, cameo, whatever.
Yeah, he changed.
So-
he moved the cans.
Yeah, but that created another universe. So
Right.
he's not even in the DCEU anymore. He's in DCEU 2.0 or something.
He's in those else worlds.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like at the end of Infinity Crisis where
Oh.
Superboy got trapped in that world where he was in the comic book again at the end of it.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
You remember
Yeah.
that, Duke? Where he got
Yeah,
trapped
the Infinite.
in that world?
Yeah.
And then where he was all in the comic books, and then that's how they left him. But then he came back again later on because he escaped from there. So
Yeah. See,
The
if you don't
evil
know
Sur-
about DC, you get DC nerds.
yeah, the evil Superboy, not the proper.
Yeah.
Superboy.
But did they officially announce that this director is going to be doing the Superman movie now?
No, Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
James
I'm not-
James Gunn is doing Superman.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
he's
I'm
doing-
Yeah,
worried
James
about
Gunn's
that.
doing that. That's his baby.
Isn't
That's
he doing
concerning.
Superman with Ta-Nehisi Coates?
Oh, I'm so worried.
No, I've not heard that.
I thought I heard that. I thought that they were working
No,
together. on
Ta-Nehisi
that
Coates.
now.
That's the racist guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the guy that
he's getting
that
he's
911
getting his Black Superman movie, but it is going to be
Yeah.
an Elseworlds movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Yeah.
gonna bomb.
Well, all I can say is put
only
Michael B.
because of
Jordan,
racism.
put Michael B. Jordan in the role. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he didn't want it?
He
Yeah,
said he
probably
didn't. Yeah,
doesn't.
he said he didn't want it because there would be too much.
Jonathan
bullshit coming
Majors.
from it.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, well, we might have to worry about him too much longer.
Just trying to snap next in his spare time. Might as well do it on company time.
So speaking of Black Superman and comic books,
Well, hold
Uh-oh.
actually,
Super
hold on a
Robin?
sec. I just wanted to
Father's
say
Day,
something
Robin.
about James Gunn saying about how like this is the greatest superhero movie he's ever seen. Let him release one or two of his films, and I bet the truth comes out about this movie from these people and how they
Yeah.
actually felt
well,
about it.
let this movie go into streaming or whatever for 2 or
Yeah.
3 weeks, and the truth will come out because he was hyping it up so the company would make money.
Yeah,
But 1,444,411 right now. $400. That is my money.
With the non-existent book.
Yeah, the non-existent book. You know, the first one didn't even exist. The Blaze
Yeah,
bought
I know what
all
that thing
these
is.
books. That was the best take I'd seen. I thought was hilarious. They said the Blaze bought all these books and gave it to their employees.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, Blaze is not going to do that. They you know. Hey, Jace. Hey, Roman.
What's up, Roman?
Happy Father's Day, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. So as I remember, they ran up on 1 million pretty quick last time, and then it just
Mhm.
kept
Yeah, and
grinding to that 3.7.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy about it. I did get cover B, cover C slabbed.
Oh, you
Maybe
did?
when I get paid, I'll get cover A slabbed if they still have it. Waiting for the next cover to come out too, which
Hey,
will be the
Jace.
thing.
Well, yeah.
So
I think he said that they'll release cover D after cover A and B sell out.
I'm waiting for the 1.5 so I can buy 2 short boxes. So I want to see what the short
that's-
boxes look like. Since they're supposed to be high quality short boxes too, because I have a bunch of indie comics here. Like I got one of Mandy Summers' books in the drawer over here. I still got Private American sitting over here.
Yeah.
So I don't think the short boxes are going to be available during like this campaign. I think that's
No,
going to be
I-
another thing that they just add to the site that you'll be able to order.
Right, but I'm
whenever,
saying
I think.
for later on. Yes, I'd still
Yeah.
would like to have the short boxes.
So when are the other books coming out? Because they were doing.
So
Girl-
fall is going to be Alpha Core. Wintertime is going to be Yara.
Yara.
Yara, yeah.
Where in the fuck are we getting Norfolk?
And Alpha Core's Chuck
So about,
Dixon, right?
about every 3 months. Is that what he's looking at?
Well, right now, yeah.
Okay.
So Dixon is writing Alpha Core.
Okay.
And Alpha Core 2 already.
Yeah, he's already on working on Alpha Core 2. Then you also have the sisters.
Thanks for stopping in, Roman.
Thanks for coming over here, brother.
Yeah, I know you got a big unboxing video going on. We'll send
Yeah.
everybody there when we get done. I'll drop in myself, say hi.
What are they unboxing?
Toys. Toys.
They didn't
Toys.
say anything specifically, but toys.
Like sex toys or regular? Toys?
No, like-
That's the MFer.
Well, you said they didn't say.
Yeah, that's the MFer. Like,
All right. So Jed needs to get a cam and do dildo unboxings. I'm just going to say.
oh, jeez. No,
I'm out.
I'll have
Shut
him
up.
do that later on.
You can put that. You can put that on Instagram and Facebook. It's completely socially acceptable there.
And you don't even have to buy any. Static can just box up his and send them over to you.
Oh,
Oh, come on!
It's a money saving thing.
I mean, hey, all we could do is draw a line on top of Tyler's head, and he'd fit right in.
There's a lot of inflation.
Acid said, just go to Steve's house.
Yes, yes. You don't know the photos we got from Steve's house.
Oh my god.
Make sure you're up to date on your shots.
No, that was great. He's like, guys, you just walked into the kitchen. There's one suction cup to the counter.
Jesus.
do not bring a black light.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
because the
dildo
whole
hit my other
house
dildo.
glows.
And speaking of gay,
Oh,
SPIDERVERSE banned in 2 countries for use of trans imagery, just as fans explore the Gwen Stacy theory.
When they give this up, she's not gay. Oh my god.
no,
She's a
there's a
dude.
difference between gay and trans,
Yeah.
and you haven't proved she's not
wait,
trans.
Wait. In the comics, it was a chick.
Oh, you're relying on lore. This is a new
Yeah.
world, man.
And
We
she
need to
was
fit a
fucking
narrative.
The goth spider guy.
The piss poor fucking Johnny Rotten.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty obvious.
That's
that
punk, not goth.
They'd
Yeah.
been close together.
Somebody fucking commented on my shit. They're like, oh, well, Spider-Punk should have just been pro-capitalist and you would have been fine. I'm like, you don't understand fucking anarchist, you dumbass.
Yeah, I know.
He wouldn't even have fucking been there. They didn't even show up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to get their fucking awards because they don't care.
No, yeah. Look at Jay's laughing. Sin face palm.
So yeah, so the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia said that they didn't want this because of the trans stuff that was in the film. There's like
Yeah, the
3 flags
protect
in it.
trans kids. Yeah, there's like 3
Yeah.
flags throughout it.
So the Gwen Stacy from the last movie was a woman.
Jed, you're fucking screaming high.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. Sorry.
So because of that poster, they wouldn't do it.
So
Yeah.
evidently it's on the father's badge, on his arm. It's in the poster and it's somewhere else in the movie. I didn't
Oh,
break
bro.
it down
I
and go
remember
check
Yeah.
it
the
out.
poster, and I remember the sticker for the BLM on the
Yeah.
backpack.
Yeah.
On his backpack, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm shocked
But
he didn't
since-
just have a fucking ACAB fucking sticker on his shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
because they because of those images, the pin and the poster, they've now decided that Gwen Stacy is trans, and that's what the activists are taking and running with, so they create their own narrative. There's,
Yes.
I mean, you see it. It's like, well, she's clearly trans. No, how do you know that? Just because
Yeah.
it,
'Cause of the
you
colors.
could, at best you could say is she's an ally, whatever the hell that means. But
Right.
there's no evidence.
So so they didn't want this movie because of the trans stuff, right?
Yeah.
And well, why wouldn't they want that? Because it's illegal to be gay in these countries.
Yeah, it is.
You cannot be someone who sleeps with the same sex with these countries. Now, if they were to add the trans thing into all this, that would really confuse the hell out of them, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So Master of the TDS has been doing these compilations. They're pretty good. You guys should go follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
The guy always has me cracking up, but he did a compilation of all the people complaining about this. And it set into the about the people complaining about this movie being banned.
Okay.
So one of them said, during Pride Month, how could they? And that is where they get the line, all Americans think the world is America.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I don't.
no, and I know in these countries you will get stoned. You will get a free helicopter ride. You will get thrown off the top of a
You will
skyscraper.
go to a dark alley and never reappear. I know. We talked about this
I
on
think in
another stream.
Afghanistan, yeah, you're still cranked way up, dude.
Jed,
I'm leaning
StreamYard
back.
did
Calm
that-
down, Jed. Calm down.
StreamYard did that thing where it like distorts your stuff, so now you sound like you're super peaking. So you might want to drop out and come back in.
Okay, I'll be
Yeah.
back. I'm sorry, guys. I
Yeah,
apologize.
you're all right.
Yeah. I gotta find him some plugins.
Yeah.
At
I'm
least
gonna
get him
bring
a
him a
clip
mic.
guard.
I'm bringing him a new mic next weekend.
But yeah, so these people, they think the world is the United States. This is one of the only countries you can stand out in the street and flip the fucking White House off without dying. People don't understand the
Or-
freedoms we have here.
Put your fake breasts out.
Well,
Yeah.
now that
Well,
person
you did
was
get banned.
they're banned. They're
Well, he
not allowed. They're not welcome back.
Well, they're not-
supposedly.
But he
I
wasn't.
actually
He
saw
wasn't
a lot of-
arrested.
And
I
that's
actually saw a
because
lot of trans
Joe
people, right?
Biden didn't get to touch him.
Well, now
He would only sniff. He sniffs. He doesn't touch. He
so
sniffs.
now, okay, look,
They looked good.
they weren't arrested. But
Oh
like,
my God,
that
Tyler
crap
is our
happens-
ass.
that crap happens all over
True.
pride parades and stuff, right? And they're not arrested.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
matter
yeah.
what. Like,
Yeah.
so like, should they have been arrested? Probably
Static's
not.
been going to all of them just to report on them.
Well, yeah, I got to keep
Oh,
track.
bad.
Appreciate
get
you
back-
doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay calm. Don't swallow your mic.
Someone's got to
I get
do
the-
the hard work.
I get the
Tyler,
feeling
no.
Jed's over there fucking
And I appreciate it.
doing this
thank
shit.
you.
Well,
Yeah.
he's going to do the hard work for all of us and go to FurryCon. So
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I got a couple guys from work that want to go with me. One everybody's like, "Oh, we're just gonna go there and make fun of them." I'm like, dude, I don't want to get my ass whipped by some furries.
Dude, they.
that'd be the best video.
Yeah.
You need to
It'll be some dude that's 6'4", fucking 380 pounds, like.
See
My
Wookiee
buddy's
being
like,
beaten up by a bunch of squirrels.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you say something, boy?
Let me put this. See if this looks better in reader mode here.
Will they even let you into FurryCon without being like in full
Yeah,
getup?
yeah. So a bunch of them follow me.
What?
And I follow a couple of them. I don't kink shame, dude. I'm fine with that. Just keep it in your fucking bedroom. And get this, it's not at the convention center. It's at a fucking hotel.
Oh, then it's gonna get nasty as fuck then.
Yeah. I mean, if I come back with some blue fur in my mouth,
Oh,
It's stuck in your teeth, man. It's tough to get out.
So you're-
Maybe it should be
That's a
pink
good
and
thing
not
I can
blue.
take my teeth out and look at them.
you're going for the full scientific research on this trip.
Right.
Bro.
And if you want to see the tape, here's the link to Pornhub. Now,
and then show it on MF or in cut bits.
the writer's strike is kicking in, people.
Oh yeah.
So now Brave New World, which New World Order, Brave New World. I mean, come on, what are you guys doing here? Is now 2024. Thunderbolts moved to 2024. Blade is 2025. Now, Blade was supposed to start all this off.
Yeah, it
That
was.
movie's never coming out, guys.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Fantastic Four
Never
is
gonna happen.
2025. The Kang Dynasty has a year-long delay, shifting back to 2026. They're waiting for criminal
Why
processing.
would they delay the Kang Dynasty? I wonder.
Because
And Secret Wars follow-up is now 2027. I will be fucking 50 years old by the time these movies come out. Deadpool 3 has been shifted from November 8th, May 24th to May 3rd, 2024, because that script is written. This is all pending an actor's strike at
Yep.
the end of the month.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be as good with it because he can't do any, like Ryan Reynolds can't do any like ad lib. He has to like stick to the script.
No, if they just leave it open.
No, they can't leave it open because then you're a writer. If you're coming up
Yeah.
with the dialogue, then you're a writer.
they're not going to let him do what he wants.
He's
has
gonna
to be on page.
he's gonna scab it out. And I still say both of those two men's career hinge on this fucking movie. Because if they fuck this up, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are done.
Well, so yes and no for Hugh Jackman because Hugh Jackman likes to do more Broadway stuff anyway.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
likes to do
Yeah.
Broadway.
Reynolds
Yeah, but
Reynolds got so much other business going on too.
yeah,
on the
they're
side.
they're, they're
Yeah.
both fine. They're both
No,
good.
no. I mean, I'm not
as
saying
actors,
they're going to be
as movie actors. You mean?
yes.
And honestly,
No,
I don't think
as movie actors they're gonna be fine. They have so many different projects, and plus people don't even watch this Marvel
Yeah.
films anymore.
I don't think that either one of them care if they're ever in another movie again.
Probably. It's also worth noting
Another
that
Marvel movie.
Ironheart and Agatha Coven of Chaos are not currently dated.
Good.
Aren't they
want
done?
No, yeah, they've been done. They were made last year.
But the good news is next
those
paragraph
films
is
have
the
been
best part.
done.
Those are TV
Uh,
series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Secret Invasion starts on June 21st. I'll be covering that, I'm sure.
Oh my God! I got something to say in a second. Go.
You know, the one I wanna know
Loki
is not
season
is
2
She-Hulk
is coming
season
out
2.
October 9th. Marvels, we know all that. You're also going to get
Thank God
Echo,
the
which will
Marvels
drop.
stays.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think
but
the
Mark-
only one that I will watch is Loki because I watched the first season and I struggled through it.
Once they deduced the damn Infinity Stones to paperweights, I signed out.
yeah. I'd seen enough in clips. I wasn't subbed to D plus, and I wasn't sailing the seas at that time. And I'm just like, I'm not checking it out. If Secret Invasion is super cringeworthy, I may watch season 1 of Loki so I can understand what's going on for season 2.
Oh my God, it's so bad. Chris Gore was talking about it early this week. There is something in there. It just involves a 5-letter nickname for spies.
Oh,
Starts with an S and a P, and it goes down a completely racial angle.
Oh Jesus!
Something we've never heard from Nick
no,
Fury.
you never heard from Nick Fury, but I know that word very well because I had a friend had a dog named that, and fucking neighbor's house caught on fire, and the dog got loose.
Say that word in the show.
Yeah. Go watch. Film Threat did a review. They have 1 and 2 released for people to watch because they're trying to get some buzz off it. And,
Can you not
and there's also
the Spectre word on YouTube?
You can't.
Yeah, it's ghost.
Yeah.
No, they said it on FNT. They said it on
word.
FNT.
Yeah.
Whatever. But we know what word it
and
is.
they're spooky, kind of crazy and kooky.
But the word is that it's supposed to mean for spy. It's an old word for spy, but now they take it in a total racial direction. And it's like, we never needed this before. Why are you doing this now? Just because Sam Jackson is a black man, we don't need to do this. Why? And he never did it before.
That is a racial. That is a racial derogatory term, but it's
Absolutely
not as popular as other words. So we got Captain Marvel November 10th. I know we've already all pre-ordered our tickets.
Oh God!
I got the deluxe package that comes with the butt plug.
My costume comes in the mail next week. I'm very excited.
I bet you Steve got the super deluxe package.
Wait, November is going to be awesome. So we got the Marvels, and then what else we got?
Echo drops the 29th. All episodes, first binge drop for Marvel, trying to get their numbers up.
I don't want to.
Next year, Daredevil will have 18 episode series titled Born Again. So that will be the longest Disney Plus series that they've come out with, because most of them were 9-10 episodes.
They're like 5.
Secret Invasion is 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
They're usually 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah. So Daredevil is going to be 18. So that's 18 times they can destroy Matt Murdock.
Oh God, I don't want to see him destroy.
When is
Wally West is Daredevil.
Yeah, Tyler. When does She-Hulk come back? I'm waiting with you.
Oh, they
When
put her on the
she's
banner.
destroyed
So if you go on and look at the new Marvel banner, she's on there. It's equal. It's 5 girls and 5 guys.
I thought it was announced that
I think I saw that porno.
Getting a season 2.
They canceled her season, but she's going to be in Daredevil.
Oh, okay. Of course. Oh, God. Are they just going to put
Is she going to be the booty call?
No, she, Jessica Jones, Spider-Man, Daredevil, and She-Hulk are supposed to be in the new Daredevil show.
I don't think Spider-Man will be in there.
Jessica
I can't
Jones.
imagine. Tom Holland says he's taking a year off.
And I also heard Punisher's supposed to be in it too.
I know John Barenthal apparently is recast. So he's playing Punisher again.
Yeah.
But
I
Punisher's
don't know how they're
dead.
doing that.
They killed the Punisher. They sent him to the hell dimension.
Yeah, I know.
In comics,
that pissed
yes.
me off. Oh, I was so pissed with that.
Well, when they changed the skull, it was over with, because they're like, oh, Trump people use that skull, so we can't put it on them.
You know, the thing that pissed me off is when they brought his wife back and fucked him over.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Come to find out his wife's been alive the whole time.
No, God damn.
Yeah. And then she divorces him. Yeah.
And then took all his money, destroyed him, and just...
I believe that's called female empowerment.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he should have punished her.
I'm gonna spank me harder, Daddy. So I'm gonna call. I think this is some bullshit. Get your guys' take on it. Whatever his name is, Tinoch Hirata, Hirata or whatever. Responds after being publicly assaulted with sexual assault. I need to contest claims that are both false and offensive. Now, this girl supposedly came forth after she wasn't paid for a podcast appearance. I think she does music and some other stuff. And she is an activist. First and foremost, she is an activist. Now, this is going on in Mexico. So U.S. law has no. Yeah, both of them are Mexican. Supposedly all happened in Mexico. Do you think there might be anything behind this?
I wasn't there. I don't know.
I think the guy's a fucking dick. I know that.
So this is also his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it is.
I think there's a bit of jealousy, and she's mad. And I would not be. I mean, I'm sure he even said in this article, he's quoted. He's like, "I'm not perfect, and I do my best to do better, or whatever." But like, I think we've just got some jaded lovers here.
And it's
and that's a very, because there's been no charges filed. It's just been accusations on Twitter.
That can be a lot of things for sexual assault. Like, what is the accusation?
Yeah, there's no detail on the actual accusation, and sexual assault has very specific definitions in criminal law.
Now,
go ahead.
well, so like sexual assault with your significant other, it's an interesting topic.
I think if you kick
bring it
somebody
up with
in the
her,
nuts,
man. I don't know what you guys are doing.
if she like kicks you in the nuts, that's sexual assault.
No, it's not. That's just a battery.
Will you stop?
Like, yeah, isn't there like some kind of gray lines when it all comes out? I mean, no's no, right? But
Right.
like,
It doesn't matter with relationships. I mean,
and has she gone
my
into any
experience?
specifics?
There have been, I've seen criminal prosecution, been involved in criminal prosecution, where consenting adults no longer are consenting at a certain point, and actions become criminal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure there's been some people convicted over some rough sex too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Depends on how much of stink someone wants to make sometimes.
Yeah.
But there actually still has to be evidence.
Right.
That's the thing. And all we've heard right now is the vague phrase of sexual assault. And until there's actual description and actual charges, this is just like y'all are saying, just people shouting on Twitter. Nothing yet. At least with Jonathan Majors, from the perspective of a criminal standpoint, there are actual charges against Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, and there's been like video footage and shit to be released. Like, there's this woman's got nothing.
I think she was
evidence.
I think
The
she was
video
like
of the Conor McGregor thing with him and the girl going in the bathroom and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
I
they
just
made a big stink. He
heard
made his
about
first public appearance. I'm sorry, he knocked that fucking mascot the fuck out.
Yeah,
Did
that
he
was
do it on the first hit or when he bounced his head off the fucking ground the second time? I think he thought there was way more padding in that helmet. Yeah, it's same with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's a cocky sumbitch. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, we do have to deal with, overweight people when we travel. And Jabba the Hutt complains of discrimination after airline charges him for multiple seats. This is wrong. He should only be charged for one seat. He can't help he takes up 3.
That's right.
Why is Jabba flying commercial?
Why don't they just get carried around everywhere?
It's to be.
Doesn't he have his own starship?
This is fucking great. Local gangster Jabba the Hutt has threatened legal action after United Airlines accusing the company of discrimination after he was charged for multiple seats on a flight. Hutt alleges he is being treated differently because of his weight. Needs a change of wampa. Thundered the massive crime lord, which was subsequently translated by his chief of staff, Bib Fortuna, as this is unfair treatment. Fortuna continued to translate as Jabba explained his complaint. I should not face additional charges simply because I am a giant space slug, and the Hutts are a proud race, and we will not be discriminated against.
Hutt lives matter.
Hutt lives matter.
It's basically Kevin.
You know that this is that's a real thing that people are saying that they shouldn't have to buy.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Just making sure you knew where that was coming from.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
I know.
This is like the one time now I can see a Babylon Bee article and go, okay, this is totally fake. Because sometimes I'll look at them and I'll go, I'm not certain anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, they have foretold the history. They're almost like the Simpsons sometimes.
Yeah.
When satire becomes real life, we've got fucking problems.
So there is a movie I will be watching that comes from Netflix.
Oh.
I'm sure it's going to have a Jabba the Hutt type person in there somewhere. They have people with lightsabers in it.
I did watch the preview of this last night.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Oh, they got a preview of this now?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
there's a
video
behind
of
the
it on
scenes.
YouTube.
How's it
Yeah.
look?
I said, want to play it?
And
Like,
it's on
it's in
YouTube.
the article here. It's in the article here.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in the article here. There it is. Nope, that's
Behind this,
boobs.
nope, that's something
That's
else.
boobs.
Now hold on, go back down a second.
Did you say boobs?
That's lack of boobs, actually.
Oh, that's Johnny. Johnny Depp's mouth.
Yeah, that's not a rib. That's a boob.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I think
Yeah,
it was
it
scroll
was
up.
in this
Go
article.
back. It's
There
right
it is,
there
right there.
behind the
Back
scenes.
up a
All right.
second.
Yeah. Was it Script Trooper or DK shared it on Twitter where there is a woman that has swords that are molten metal, hot molten metal, and you have to cut your hands off to wear the gauntlets to power them. And I was responding back. I'm like, if you could just get the power source small enough to fit in the hilt.
Yeah.
There should be like a crystal of some sort.
Well, if you're a big Star Wars guy, like the original people had like a pack on their side with a wire going to it, and they were force whips. They were
Yeah, they
lightsaber
were.
whips. Yes.
So is that gonna? Are we gonna talk about that in your other article that you got?
No spanking on this stream.
No, I mean
Yeah,
your
it's on
Jedi
new
origins.
Pepper. We're gonna add spanking next Friday, so yeah.
Yeah.
I showed up too early.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Why do I have this block here?
Scroll up.
Yeah, what's the
No,
that?
no.
Oh.
That's
Let's
weird.
do this.
All right.
YouTube's been weird with things lately.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's old Mr. I am not aligned with geeks and gamers.
Yeah.
I mean, some of this looks fairly good.
Uh-huh.
Go full screen here.
I thought I knew
There we go. It's got kind of a Rogue One vibe.
what a big movie was.
I mean, that looks good.
Practical.
Until I came onto this.
I will say that spaceship looked fucking excellent sitting there.
Yeah,
So
Where's
this
the
is
green
supposed
screen?
to.
really good.
No, I was sitting there. This is supposed to be the biggest budget movie Netflix has ever done.
Yeah.
But
This
they're not
movie,
using the
for
volume.
me, existed
No, they're
elementally
using
for
practicals.
20 years.
I know. I'm joking. That's what I mean.
That's got to be
Story
that
of
girl's
a few
head,
against
which you'll see
many.
more.
Yeah, I will say, if Zack
Odds.
Snyder's in charge, the
Good
effects
versus
are going to be
evil.
great. That's one thing he does well. Is
Like,
Space Yahtzee.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, Space Yahtzee.
And,
look at the
and what's
guys
going
behind
on?
him.
What's behind them?
That looks like something out of Dune.
Yeah.
It's like a
Bene
combination.
Gesserits.
Dune, Star Wars, Star Trek, a bunch of shit.
And look at the face.
Yeah.
It looks like a skeletal face.
I would
Yeah.
even say there's a little bit of Stargate in here too.
Yeah, and this guy, by the way, is like 2% body fat. You see pictures of him
Yeah.
later working out.
I thought it was the Met Gala.
I'm getting a chance
Yeah, it could
to
have
tell a
been.
story that I've been thinking about for quite a while.
Yes, there was the girl with the.
I was really
swords.
excited about Zach.
All right, so look at this girl's hair. You're in fucking space. We're technologically advanced. People are traveling planet to planet. Can you get a pair of fucking scissors instead of beating your hair on a fucking rock? I mean, they
Yeah.
have fucking fades in the fucking Lord of the Rings.
Well,
you couldn't
now
get your hair
Makes sense,
straight.
Is her planet capable of space travel, or are they only visited by people
Well, I
who
mean,
have
evidently
space
they're
travel?
capable of taking on fucking an authoritarian government. That's the big push on this. That's the only thing that
Well,
makes me
so
think.
were the Ewoks, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they at least
Yeah.
ate them when they were done.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we don't know that yet. That
Yeah.
could be a thing.
I just really value and admire his enthusiasm for the craft.
I hadn't quite anticipated the physical requirements of this.
Is that Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah, so there's your dude. You're talking the skeletal face. He's like 2% body fat.
He's fucking damn, dude.
Why would you pause it here, Wookie?
No, but I'm saying you're talking about the skeletal
Wrong-
face. That's
wrong-
why he has no body fat.
Static, calm down.
For
We had a
Jeremy.
solid 2 months of preparing the body to get to that place. I've never trained that much.
I mean, it is gargantuan.
I just
guy's
really
got a
wanted
ball
to make
head,
a
too.
giant atmospheric and space adventure.
It's so
Yeah, so there's the girl. You have to cut your arms off to wear those gauntlets. And there's her molten metals
Like
swords. Yeah, short lightsabers. That's the new Ahsoka Tano with the raid neck.
Mm. Instead of Leiku, she's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
This might be good.
It might be, but it's fucking knowing Zack Snyder can be a fucking piece of shit too.
Basically, I thought I heard that basically this is like his Star Wars. That's how he's
Yeah.
taking
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
So big. So ambitious.
We get to traverse the darker corners of this universe.
We'll have a huge anticipation for this film. It's amazing.
And that's what's his name? What the hell did he play?
Ivan Hanju.
Yeah, but he was in some Marvel movie, wasn't he?
He was in Shazam.
Shazam, yeah.
Wasn't he
He was a wizard, right?
Wasn't he
Yeah.
Papa Midnight?
I think he was Papa Midnight too. Yeah.
Something so powerful that you just want more. And it's only the beginning.
Did you see what Jace just said? Rebel Moon has a non-binary character. Zach said that was the heart of the movie.
Well, now I'm watching it.
Well,
Isn't that what happened to? Wasn't that the problem with Zach's daughter? Was she had a problem with her sexuality or something before she self-deleted?
I don't.
I was so the thought had crossed my mind, but I don't know. I can't think of anything that would
Yeah, there's more.
make that effect.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good.
Polish up those effects.
To a planet that isn't as advanced.
But it's supposed to be an agricultural plant. That's why they're after.
Yeah.
That's all up there. Yeah, my problem with Zack Snyder is he's part activist.
So is this going to be like a trilogy or what? It's not going to be just one movie, right?
As of right now, it is one movie, and I forgot. Advertisement time.
Boxed wine. It's been helping divorced, middle-aged, childless women write shit scripts since 1986 and beyond. Here's to you, ladies.
Ashley just reminded me.
You started that commercial at 4:20.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have been boxed weed then.
Yeah.
Helping people feel like they're special since 1942.
Helping people crave Doritos.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll watch it. I just feel like that ever since the Geeks and Gamers thing, I just don't give a shit about Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
His version of Justice League was better than the actual version of Justice League.
Justice League.
Yeah. Well, I don't see how you can make that movie that should have been 2 movies. It should not have been a fucking 4-hour movie. It should have been 2 movies. Should have been a build-up, like Infinity War, and then go into Endgame. I mean, who doesn't? We just seen the Flash travel through time. It's capable to have that movie.
They put the cart before the horse. That's what DC did.
Yeah. Let's see. We did that. We're going to talk about one of Jed's favorite things. One of Fractured's favorite things.
Titties. Titties.
The Star Wars up-and-coming Jedi Origins movie gets a new story. So this guy wants to write the 10 Commandments of Star Wars.
He can fuck right off.
Yeah, I like how they made that comparison of a biblical epic, and they went with Ben-Hur and not the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, I know.
So first of all, a Jedi is not a religion. It's not like Christianity. It's not like Jedi are the Christians and Sith are the Satanists.
Isn't it a recognized religion in this country, though?
No, somewhere in the world it is.
I'm a fucking Pastafarian fucking pastor too, motherfucker. I'm a card-carrying Pastafarian. I can literally go get a picture on my driver's license with me with a colander on my head. That doesn't mean it's right. But no, so the Jedi is more about being one with the universe than actually a religion.
Yeah, it is. And,
And this is supposedly a story about how they discover the Force.
Oh, they can fuck right off.
It's called The Wills. George Lucas already wrote it.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this when I was reading the article. It's like, so in my mind, someone said, move something with their mind. They move a rock, right? And everyone looks and go, what the hell is that? Oh my God, he's a witch. Kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of what I think. I mean, someone exhibits strange powers, everyone's going to freak out. No one's going, let's develop a order around this.
This has to be a cover from the High Republic, judging by the art.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it
lightsaber.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So James Mangold, his next movie about to come out is going to fucking bomb.
Mhm.
He is not making this movie.
Oh, he's gonna be like, he's gonna get downgraded in Hollywood unless he falls upwards.
I don't, dude, and that happens all the time.
Yeah.
All you got to do is say the right thing. All you got to do is have the right beliefs. Like,
what are the chances?
Well, and I will say this movie is probably going to fail because of Lucasfilm, not James Mangold.
And we don't know if we don't. So look, the numbers this weekend for The Flash are a little surprising to me because I thought after the Keaton trailer and everything came out, like even I was like, damn it, I want to go see this, but I can't. But like, I think the normies still want to go and see Indiana Jones. Like, I don't think that I don't think Indiana Jones quite has the issues that superhero films are going through right now.
What, Crystal Skull didn't do that well.
No.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
It wasn't a good movie. And that
there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people when Crystal Skull came out said, "Well, that was a good franchise."
Yeah, the minute I got out of the theater, I said, "What the fuck?"
Jed, back off on the mic.
Okay.
When I saw, Crystal Skull, I said, well, that was the best trilogy ever.
Yep.
Indiana Jones was one of the greatest trilogies ever. That's it.
There's only 3 movies. So.
Here's a legitimate question, though, on all these, because we had the recent announcement when we had the Star Wars Celebration of the Rey movie, this thing, and I guess the Mando universe crossover. The only one I truly see possibly happening is going to be Mando, and probably more on Disney Plus. I have serious doubts that these other movies are going to happen.
Well, and they've already said, I looked for the article, I couldn't find it. Fractured had it. I forgot to get it from him.
Yeah.
The Ahsoka and the Sabine and the Ezra and the Thrawn you're getting are not the ones you know. They are completely different characters, completely rethought through. They are not the same characters that everybody's attached to.
Here's the thing, though, is the people that are attached to those characters are in the vast minority. Hardly anyone read the EU books.
No, well, so you got attached to Ahsoka and all them through Clone Wars and through Rebels.
And Rebels.
Yeah, and you got to see Thrawn in Rebels, which he was watered down in that, in my opinion. Was still like the conversation he has with Hera in the fucking office where she's strapped to the fucking wall and he has like her family's doll that's been missing for years. Like that was getting close to actual Thrawn.
And he wasn't in it very long, if I recall.
No, he was only in it for like 2 seasons. It was like 5 seasons long.
Yeah.
No, Ariel Extended Universe. So there. She was saying EU on my channel.
European Union books.
Universe, yeah.
Extended Universe. Rebels is good for HD. I own all of Disney Rebels. I have all 5 seasons on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah,
it's not a bad watch.
Yeah.
No, it's not bad. It does go into like there's some stuff in there that's kind of weird. Space whales definitely.
The Purgles are weird.
But you think of that as like filler, like you never pay. Evidently, Purgles are fucking coming in Ahsoka. So
well, we saw them in Mando.
Yeah, I know.
But that's just Filoni, expanding his universe, his Filoni-verse.
Yeah, this is full on Filoni-verse. It's not going to fucking it's not going to be the Star Wars you know and love.
And Favreau's not involved.
Yeah, and
Favreau has no involvement, I think, anymore.
That has been the fucking problem with Disney Star Wars. It's not the Star Wars you know and love. It's not the Star Wars that made Star Wars Star Wars.
They could have done that if they did a proper handing off of the baton, the torch, but they didn't do that. They killed everything we loved about Star Wars.
Main reason is why they pay George Lucas money for each original character.
Again, I look back at where I also am Star Trek. So I'm an original series guy. I started watching the original series in 1980, and then in 87, Next Gen comes. Now, there was a lot of resentment towards Next Gen, but they did a handoff, and people got to like Next Gen and see it as an appropriate inheritor of the storyline because it stayed true to the already established canon. What they did with
Yeah.
Star Wars is said, F that, we're redoing it the way we want it, and we're going to kill all the characters you love. I mean, yeah, they killed Captain Kirk eventually, but he still was Captain Kirk. You know, they emasculated Luke Skywalker. They make Han Solo a deadbeat dad. Come on.
A lot of people never heard about the EU.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that's true.
Except for my chat saying he doesn't know about it.
Yeah. Really good reads. And there's still quite a bit of audio books of them too.
That's how we got Thrawn and inherited the Empires through the EU.
Timothy Zahn.
Which
Yeah.
many people consider the sequel to Return of the Jedi.
It is.
A lot of people do.
Me too. I'm one of these people.
Yeah.
That what should have been the next after Jedi. That should have been the next thing they should have made because it brings in Mara Jade. It brings in Thrawn. You find out more about the Emperor. It's all this other cool stuff. And then
You got
after
Talon
that,
Card. You got another, pirate guy.
yeah, and after that, you have the Jedi Academy trilogy where Luke starts the Jedi Academy, and there's all this really cool stuff that happens.
Then you get the Yuzong Vong, which things went nuts.
Yes.
It's all about the Muppets here, according to Ariel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just rewrite. You no longer hear Filoni praising
Lucas.
Praising Lucas. He's praising Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, he's totally lost it. He's been infected. He's drunk the Kool-Aid.
Yes.
Well, don't worry. Kathleen Kennedy's bound to be fired any day now.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah, we've been hearing that for how long?
Well, we've been hearing
maybe
that for 3 years.
after fucking
Indy
loses $500 million or more. We'll see. I really think that movie's going to bomb. I really do.
agree.
Yeah.
It might have a good opening weekend. Its second, third, and fourth week's done.
They already put it at 60 million.
Yeah.
But the article didn't clarify is that's a 4-day. Because remember, that is actually July 4th weekend. So you have July 3rd is the Monday. A lot of people are going to have Monday off. July 4th is a Tuesday. So I get an extra 2 days off work.
Who the fuck is July 3rd off? What the fuck?
All right.
Well, I'm gonna have it off,
And I'm sober in Juneteenth.
I'm gonna have it off, and I'm
I'll
gonna
be
use
working.
PTO.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
working.
My job would have me in there on fucking Christmas Day because we get people calling and bitching that we're not open on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in my office working, but
that also-
technically it's off.
That's also the kind of customers that company has, though. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are named Karen.
Well, no. So we have a lot of customers that aren't from America
Yeah.
that don't
Okay.
celebrate
Well,
Christmas.
That's also
They
your.
bitch about us being out for Thanksgiving. We used to be closed on Sundays. We're not anymore.
Yeah. What was that? What Ariel said. So
No,
Star
I'm looking.
Wars is
Fuck!
Disney.
I was looking at private chat.
Yeah, trying to stay away from Lucas and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Disney just went the minute you could see when she was hanging over when Lucas was handing it over. You can see in that interview, KK was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this shit up." Yeah.
Like she's just over there, like yes.
Yes.
The problem
Cruella
is
DeVille.
the problem is we get rid of Kennedy. Who the fuck do we get? Somebody worse?
That's
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
doesn't
saying.
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah,
ESG
don't forget,
doesn't-
also, George is buying it back. Also, that's what I heard.
Yeah, George is buying it back. You know.
So I think
At
what
a
brought all
discount.
that up was Disney took a loan out to buy Star Wars.
Yeah, they did.
So, and what they're saying is they paid $4 billion for fucking Star Wars, and now it's worth $1 billion. Because it's not selling shit.
Because Disney devalued it so much.
Just think about that though. Star Wars is devalued.
Yeah.
Just think about how that has happened. I
And
mean,
supposedly the best TV show no one watched. Andor was supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
It's
No,
decent.
it wasn't. It was.
It's
It was.
decent.
It was there.
no, wait. I'll tell you what's good about it though, Jed. It was not in the volume.
That is true.
Yeah, supposedly
That is true.
it's very slow, but it was well written.
Oh God, it is slow.
I fell asleep at parts because I was on with comics. I think I was on comics when it came out, and I was just like, "Can we talk about something else, please?"
There's some good. I mean, there's some good stuff in Andor actually. I mean,
Yeah.
It's interesting the story of how the rebellion formed and everything. But it was too slow, but it looked good. It looked more like Star Wars than Mando has.
Ariel said, "Isn't Disney also having both financial problems besides being sued?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Blair said Andor was good.
Yeah.
I need to go watch it.
It was
I watched Mark the Cyborg's review of it.
Yeah.
Um,
it was just too slow. I
Yeah.
struggled to get through it. Ugh.
So I'd seen this article and I kept this because I thought it was very entertaining. James Gunn said if he was writing comic books a day, I'd probably be unhappy because so few people are reading comics.
Jesus.
Really?
Well, hold on. Now that's not a fair comparison because he isn't even aware of that. But he is talking about Marvel and DC.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to know, and I didn't look for any of it, but like, what are the stands saying in regards to this? The Rippaverse detractors, they would be the people that would be like, "Bleh!
Yeah, I mean,
comic books are better than ever, blah blah blah."
Oh yeah, how many times have we heard that fucking comic books are selling the best and blah blah. Meanwhile, fucking manga's destroying the industry.
Oh yeah, he is.
I'd rather read a manga than new Star Wars comic.
Yeah, me too.
I do have that on here too about the new Star Wars. I didn't put that on the list, but I got one up. But yeah, I mean, comics are in. What's up, Jacob Ironside? What's up?
Hey, Jacob. What's up, man?
Comics are in such a decline. And the problem is the major reason they're in the decline is because they're not pushing new people to go read the books, the ones that they've run off. They ran off, Captain America fans, Iron Man fans, which were B tier comics. Your major sellers were X-Men and Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And you've done everything you possibly can to destroy Spider-Man at this point.
Hey,
yeah. Whatever, Filter. We know you're at work. He had to go help. He was helping a Karen.
He might still be mad at me.
Mad at you? What'd you do to him?
When I forgot to let him do his outro.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, he did everybody else but him.
But yeah, I mean, comic books don't sell.
New issues don't sell.
New issues don't
People are
sell.
still buying back issues.
Did you hear about the new Captain Marvel? They're redoing her outfit again. And
I heard something about that.
Is that Kamala Khan?
No, it's Carol.
Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. It looks stupid. I mean, I'm not a big Carol.
I would say it won't even last 10 issues.
No, it's not. I mean, that's the problem. So what they're talking about, who was writing a new comic, and they were like hoping it would get to issue 15. You're hoping your comic gets to issue 15? You got a problem. And the writer's like, well, I don't think we're going to make it past issue 8 because they're not selling. It was one of the Captain Marvels or something like that.
Yeah.
I should have cooked it when I seen it.
The only reason why Captain Marvel is going to sell because it's her the first time in a new outfit. That's it. That number one will sell because it's a new outfit. Because whenever Jean Grey changed your outfit or Scott changed your outfit or anybody else, people bought it. And it's more valuable. But it's going to be totally just none.
Well, and that's the point. People are not buying new comics for value. People are buying independent comics for value. What is it? EVS that sold his pencil drawing of Isom cover B for over $3,000.
Yeah, I know.
On eBay.
That was like,
and then people were bitching. They're like, "Oh, well, he sells stuff for $10,000 for Cyberfrog and all this other stuff." Cyberfrog's also on its third issue. Cyberfrog also existed before independent comics.
Yeah.
The Cyberfrog's already established.
I have some of the original Cyberfrog stuff that Ethan did. And he signed it for me. Yeah.
But
this is back in the day. I read like
when a man can sell
this is
one
the new
comic
costume?
book. Share it. You got it. Yeah, it looks like a fucking officer's outfit or something
It
like that.
looks like somebody at the circus.
It looks like she's in a band. She's like
Yeah,
a majorette.
Yeah, that's the costume now, man.
This is people are getting excited about this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Hey, Ariel came over here to talk to the main one.
Thank you for the sub there. Thank you,
I don't
thank you,
know
thank
how.
you.
Thank you for subbing to Wookie Ariel. Appreciate it. She's good. She comes over and hangs out with me and Joe when we do our gaming streams and stuff.
Is she a little mermaid?
No, we made that joke the other night. She gets that all the time. So,
but yeah, I mean, comics are just done. I mean,
yeah,
they're
they are.
so done.
Except for the independent stuff, you know.
So, and this is what I'm talking about with Star Wars. I should have brought this up a minute ago before going to James Gunn. Any way that I can, Ahsoka Star wants to work with Dave Filoni on lots more Star Wars. Well, Rosario doesn't have a lot going on.
No.
No.
Other than Ahsoka. And she is also very much a political activist.
Yeah. Well, her boyfriend.
Her fiance, boyfriend, whatever, is a senator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Screen Rant.
Oh,
Cory Booker. Yeah.
Mandalorian says, too, always been clear to the beginning, Dave Filoni co-created Ahsoka Tano with George Lucas, and she's always been his favorite character. Now, excitement is building for Ahsoka Disney Plus. No, it is not.
That's the reason why he won't kill her off, because he thinks of her as like, he'll never kill her.
It's his character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really marvel at Dave's journey, and I'm so happy for him and proud of him. I've loved him as a fan, and now having the chance to be on set with him daily and work with him, pick his brain about him and being my own personal encyclopedia for everything Star Wars and beyond, which he has been set straight by Sam Witwer.
Yeah.
Witwer, yeah. He has been set straight by Witwer when they were doing Clone Wars because he couldn't keep his shit straight.
Yeah.
But he studied at the feet of Lucas.
No. He did a Sith thing and went to KK and went to the dark side.
So, does anybody know where Dave Filoni came from?
Fucking...
You listen to Pineapple Under the Sea, SpongeBob SquarePants. That's where he was before George Lucas hired him.
Are you serious?
Yes. He worked on SpongeBob for like 5 years. And I think he was just an animator. He may have started with the story side at the end.
Red shirt.
Oh God, I'm older than him. Holy crap!
A Paro dish.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, this isn't going away anytime soon. So any kind of way and iteration that I can keep working with Dave. Iteration is the key word here.
Yeah.
Fuck you. There it is. Yeah, so no, they are changing these characters.
So she wants the voice at work too.
What do we know about Ahsoka's Star Wars future? That Filoni will simp for her any way he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahsoka should have died in Rebels.
Yes, she should have.
Plain and
She
simple.
did at one point.
Or Order 66.
Yeah, well, she should have
But
died.
she's not a Jedi, so she wouldn't have been on the list, right?
Yeah.
I did like the last season when it came to that on the Star Destroyer. Well, I call them Star Destroyers, fucking Republic cruisers.
Yeah.
With Rex and all them. It explained how Rex and them got out and everything else. I did like that last couple episodes. I didn't like her arc with the fucking, the lesbian protester sisters.
Oh, dude, I struggled to get through that.
Yeah, that was super cringe.
Yeah.
Like those people wouldn't survive in that universe in the first place.
Oh, they would be taken out right away.
Yeah.
It's true.
So I'm fine with the Rule 34 with her and Luke, but just not with her and Anakin, because there was too much of a father-daughter dynamic there. I see that as incestual.
Yeah. Red Shirt said Dave Filoni came from a petri dish.
Oh, hey, yeah.
He's over in my chat.
Yeah, Yeah, he's got. I was looking at his animation credits. He's got King of the Hill, Team Supremo, Kim Possible, Lilo and Stitch, American Dragon, Avatar, and then he just started going into Star Wars.
I thought he was on SpongeBob for a couple years.
No, I don't. He doesn't list him on SpongeBob. His first one is King of the Hill back in '97.
Yeah,
Dude,
So
he was
just
King
with
of the Hill.
just in the animation department.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah,
I
we
was
sit
saying-
roof 34 and look at the motherfucker that showed up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The
What's up, Dermy?
motherfucker right there.
Hey, just so you know, if you go back and watch replay, I did say you would be the power bottom to Camelot's power top.
Yeah.
No,
Jeremy-
Camelot can bench you.
Yeah. Dude.
Probably, yeah.
That would be like a fucking
Well,
quart and a half.
He got kicked out of Planet Fitness for benching 410.
Yeah, they thought he was being
Yeah,
a
you're
gym bro.
right.
wait.
High.
Was it, but like, was it, I remember him telling the story, but I don't remember the details. Was it because he was lifting so much, or was it because he was actually like grunting and stuff?
He
Because
was
they don't,
grunting and lifting
Yeah.
too much. Because I watched that video when he had it on, and they said, "Oh, you're becoming a gym bro." He's like, "Dude, I'm just working out." Like, you know.
because they'll set the, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Planet Fitness, but they have what they call a lunk alarm. And if you drop
Yeah.
the weights, or if you're like heard grunting or whatever, they will fire off the lunk alarm to make you, to essentially shame you for
Yeah.
Ew.
working.
Yeah, fucking. I like Camelot. He's pretty funny.
Oh, Camelot's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
But Jeremy would still be dominated by Camelot, like hardcore. I think that's what Jeremy wants.
I like Jeremy. He may not be the straightest arrow in the quiver, but
Jeremy's a good dude. Like,
he does quiver.
yeah.
Oh, what did Arrow Ballet say? Jacob, and like the Power Girls outfit, the lightning bolt should be a boob window. I'm all for boob windows.
I was thinking about the boob window
Or,
too.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I see
agree.
you, Ariel.
we got 15 minutes till. Speaking of boob windows, every time Tyler sees a boob window,
Yes, I know, but have you not figured out that you've already been captured? Yeah?
It's pretty accurate.
I'm sorry. As soon as I seen that video on there, I was like, God damn it, that's fucking Tyler.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, I keep fucking deleting shit. Don't do that. What does Ariel say here? Camelot is awesome, especially when the song is going. I would have loved to get drunk with Camelot. I feel like we have some stories to swap back and forth because he did like the 114 girls on Tinder or something like that. I was around when adult friend finder was actually a thing and not full of prostitutes.
Yeah, I was.
I moved to South Carolina, and the girl was sitting on the steps to my apartment building as we pulled up with a moving truck. Yeah. So, yeah, it is an orgasmic frog. Is it too much to ask to have sexy superhero women? Mr. Bug today shared today that what is it? He sent pictures of Rogue in the Savage Lands. In other words, where her uniform's like ripped off and it's just barely covered everything. And I'm like, everybody likes Savage Land Rogue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Rip that shit right up.
why is that stuck on there? All right, there it goes. It's gone now.
Clean it
StreamYard
off.
is
Get the
fucking
gunk
up.
off. Yeah.
So we're getting ready to end up, and I want to bring this up because they kind of throw themselves under the bus. So this is a person that is on writer strike or a showrunner or something like that, but they're doing this anonymously. So they go through and they try to get AI to write funny protest signs, picket signs.
No. They wanted clever picket
Right.
sides.
Right. So it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit until you get down here to the end. And where's it at? Oh, look, there's those boobs again.
Wait,
God
man.
damn it,
Don't
Jed,
like
you're
that.
infectious.
I know. I infect everything, man.
So I'm not mad about it. That's all right.
So they are on here. They're like, look, obviously chat GTP will get better. Eventually be able to understand nuance and context. We'll be more able to adjust and follow directions, making creative choices. But at the end of the day, it still feels like someone who watched a bunch of television and film, absorbed general structure mechanics, and has absolutely nothing to say. It cares about nothing, is obsessed with nothing. Never fell in love, never got its heart broke, has no personal stories to contribute, no axes to grind, no pettiness or jealousy or kinks or general vindictiveness to work out on the page. It has no voice, and as a result, it can't even craft a decent joke about how shitty and unfair our corporate overlords are. But basically, plain and simple. So, no pettiness, no jealousy, no kinks or general vindictiveness do not belong in fucking writing. That is part of the problem with what we're dealing with now. Everything has a statement, has a goal behind it. It's not good television or movies. It is I'm going to get Donald Trump. I'm going to piss this person off on the right. I'm going to make this person mad, or this guy said something smart to me, so I'm going to write him in the story and trash him.
It's agenda over story.
It's agenda over story.
It's my
Chat
feelings over
GTP has
story.
no agenda.
Yet.
Unless
no. That's not entirely true. Because it will tell you jokes all day about President Trump, but not a single one about Joe Biden. So there's an agenda there.
Well, there's nothing to joke about with Joe Biden.
But for the most part, AI is only what you put in it. For the most part, some of the algorithms are conscrewed.
But if it's drawing from the internet, and the majority of information on the internet ends up being more left-leaning than right-leaning, it's going to get a bias towards it. So it's basically you're programming the AI.
But the writer's already biased.
The writer's already biased,
Yeah. There's no one out there writing a story that they want everybody to love. They only want one side to love it. They don't care about the other side. How's that working out, Disney? How's that working out, Pixar? Your movie just opened at $29 million. The lowest grossing Pixar movie of all time after Lightyear.
And I said this week, and I said, I think if Disney was actually smart and actually learned lessons, and all these people learned lessons, then maybe they could look at this strike and say, you know what? This gives us a chance to maybe rein it back a little bit. Take some of that stuff out and make better stories. But they're not going to learn their lesson. They're going to continue down the path, continue making agenda the primary focus over a good story, and it's not just going to be the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh God, Ariel's like, no kinks. Why?
She flips the table too. Ariel's fun. She comes and kicks it with me and Joe when we do streams. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it gets to my thing. So this is YouTube. I can be as biased as I want. This is my point of view. This is my channel. I do what the fuck I want. I'm not out here trying to fucking get 10 million subs and stay neutral on things.
Yeah.
Disney's trying to make $1 billion a film, if not more. Everybody is. You need to stay neutral. And from what he's saying there, they want biased writers. I get you have to have life experiences. You have to have this. You have to have that. How old was George Lucas when he wrote Star Wars? In his 20s, like late 20s?
Yeah. Early 30s, maybe?
Yeah. How much life experience did he have then? How much loss did he actually experience?
Mid-20s, early 30s.
Yeah. So
what
it does take some life experience, but the problem is you really need to keep it neutral and keep your fucking bias out of it. Most people.
Lucas probably had better life experience at that time.
Well, I mean, he grew up in the 50s building fucking
it's
hot rods.
Completely different time, day and age. Yeah.
Yeah. Even take Spielberg, Coppola, all of them. They're from that time frame. They came from a time frame when America was still had its values and still stood on its own 2 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we got 1 foot on the banana peel, people.
Yeah, we are.
But yeah, So, well, consider Lucas romantic talk between his Star Wars characters. Yeah, and he didn't have very many adventures until he got famous. But
Well,
yeah,
then-
I mean, go ahead.
There's also the romance between brothers and sisters.
Well, so that was because the kiss between Luke and Leia wasn't intentional because that's where he was going with the characters, but when he did the next movie, because he was changing the script, he came up with that. That wasn't. He's not from Alabama.
No,
doesn't make it.
So
It
when
wasn't
you
planned.
find
They were
out-
not planned to be brother and sister.
Yeah.
That was not part of the plan.
Vader wasn't planned to be the father. It
Yeah,
just worked out that way.
he put that in there as a joke. So when Jedi came out, he's like, it was a joke, So
Doesn't make it less awkward. I mean,
yeah.
But and it had to be such a long kiss too. It wasn't like,
yeah.
like they swapped a little spit on that one.
Yeah.
At least they kept it to family. That's why the Force was so strong.
That's right. That's not quite as hoary, right?
Give me some sugar, sis.
Hey, step bro, I'm stuck.
Oh God.
You use the Force, step bro.
Have you seen the setup Acid has? It's like a camera pointed in front of a washing machine, it's like a picture of it, like waiting for someone to get stuck.
That's the photo he sends whenever he says he's going to start streaming.
Yeah. I think he's going live tonight, isn't he? I think he's going to
I
talk
don't know.
about.
I didn't get. I
He
don't know
said
if
something
that
about
got
talking about
confirmed
y'all's
or not.
adventures on Destiny and how it's like $300 to play the fucking game.
It
What?
is. You got to buy the game, then you got to buy all the DLC.
You got to buy the dungeon pass. You got to buy the season pass. You got to buy this. You got to buy that. But it's free to play. Free to play.
It's free.
Yeah,
That's how they get you.
they've nickeled and dimed the shit out of it,
Yeah.
and I
Oh.
guess prices are going up in the next season.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Fuck that.
But yeah, so there is something to what this guy was saying that yes, it doesn't have the real feel of a human being and stuff like that. But I have to ask you, we just watched The Flash. Did that really feel like a human being wrote that? There are parts like the scene with the mom, the overarching theme of the movie, but everything else in between was just so fake and false and flat.
And stuck together. Just
even
like
when
random
he's even
parts
when
just
he's
thrown together.
fighting with the third Flash, like you don't feel anything. There's no
Well,
emotion there.
It was easy to figure out who the third Flash was at the beginning of the movie. It wasn't tough.
Well, I didn't figure it out till after he got the piece of metal stuck in him, and then more pieces of metal started sticking to him every time they did it. So, and then I was like, oh, so that I was waiting for like Yellow Flash or Reverse
There
Flash.
was no
or something like
indication
that.
of Reverse Flash or Eobard Thawne ever showing up in this. So that's
Yeah.
how I
Say-
knew.
But I don't know DC like you do.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
know the names. But yeah, I mean, it just felt very like when you realize what's going on and it's going on, there's no involvement. You don't care because you know it's going to fix itself. There's no real threat of danger. There was no humanity in those scenes. And why wasn't Kara Kent so fully clothed? I mean, come on. I mean, she was pretty well clothed.
Yeah, she was. We didn't get
Yeah.
the Supergirl outfit, true Supergirl outfit.
I love how they kept her super suit just there next to her the entire time. It'd been
Yeah.
been there since she's in prison. Just keep the suit next to her. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Convenience.
Yeah. Luke saw Leia in that golden bikini. I mean, come on. Oh, that was the wrong. It moved.
No.
Yeah. I think as a young boy, we all thought about those things.
Jesus, when I saw her in that bikini when I was younger, fuck.
That was the best shape Carrie Fisher was ever in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna be honest, the white dress in A New Hope was hotter.
Yeah, well, you could see through that.
Yeah.
You could totally
But-
see her.
And remember,
tits
they
and shit.
didn't have underwear back then.
Yeah.
In space, you don't have underwear.
Dude, that
It's gaffer
speech
tape.
that speech she gives for fucking George Lucas when he wins that award, that is fucking. This man owns my likeness. Every time I look in the mirror, I have to send George Lucas a check. Oh, that shit was great. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Jed, what do you got going on this week?
If Joe comes back from you know, what happened. We're going to be doing part 3 of Knights of the Republic over on his channel, and then we have some shows with him if he gets his power and everything back. And then MFer, I'm trying to put together a daytime show sometime during the week so me and Retro can do it. And if you guys want to come over, if you're here, you know, not at work, you can come over there too. So that's about it. We're just the normal stuff we do every week, and then MFer and then Ballbusters back to back, you know, so.
Duke, are you muted?
Am I?
Not now.
Not
Okay.
now. Yeah.
All right, Static, what do you got coming up this week, sir?
So this week, I've got I got a lot of work to do. This week, I want to do on the weekend preem. I want to do an episode on the boycotts with Target and Bud Light and
Call of Duty, all that stuff.
Call of Duty, all of that stuff, and have a conversation of whether anything is being heard by this. So I have a lot of research I have to go and do. And I'm also going to go and see Oppenheimer, I believe, is opening this week.
No, July 21st.
Oh, it's July. It's not June.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then no, good. That helps. And then also I've got some videos I'm working on. I've got this. I've been sitting on this Amazon Alexa story that I just need to get out there and put that video out, and then who knows what else. So yeah, it's probably a busy week.
I think I cookout stream.
And then of course
Yeah,
I'll be
I saw
on.
that.
I should be on the MFer, and then I'll be back here next Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you want to see my show on Thursday about where we're going to talk about boycotts, and last week we talked about e-girls, and the week before we talked about what is woke, go subscribe to my channel, Static 2020.
Everybody should go head over there. It's a pretty good show on Thursdays. I get to show up and drink and laugh.
Yeah.
I don't have to run
That's
it like
goal.
this one.
The goal is to have fun.
Yeah.
And then also maybe learn something or
Me
figure
and
something
Wookie
out.
don't have to
Who
work
knows?
on days like that. We're not the moderators.
Yeah. All right, Tyler, what are you doing this week, man?
Oh, I might drop a video if I feel compelled to. See what comes up. I don't know. But
I see you've become a shorts madman.
Sorry?
I said I see you've become a shorts madman.
Yeah. Those are much.
Dropping those shorts all the time.
Yeah.
You going to be on Legion this week, or?
I don't know if I'm gonna have time this week.
All right. Duke, what do you got going on? I know you just dropped 2 videos. Actually, you dropped a Flash and a Disney Summer video.
I dropped a Disney one last Wednesday, and I dropped my Flash review this morning. Strange New Worlds, because I am a Star Trek guy. Strange New Worlds has come back out, and season 2. So I am an episode behind. I'm going to get caught up on that. We got Secret Invasion starting this week, so I'm going to watch that. And I don't know, maybe I'll pop in with you guys on Thursday night. All depends on how much work I actually have.
And Friday,
legit
too.
work.
Well, it's Friday night too. So Friday night too. If you
It
want.
depends on if his girlfriend will leave him alone.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
If she's in town.
She likes to tie him up on Fridays.
We were both imprisoned in the Flash. That was not fun.
Oh, little Ezra in there. Oh. So I might do a Flash review. I mean, I didn't care for it enough to even fucking really talk about it besides this stream. I may just cut what we were saying out and fucking post that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, Thursdays you can catch me as always on Static's channel at 8:30 Eastern, and on Fridays you can catch me on Jed's channel. And sometimes it's 9 o'clock, sometimes it's 10 o'clock. Depends on what Jed's doing.
And we set it up with Dermy too, dude. It's that too. Because
You all right, Static?
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat.
Oh.
I was in the wrong thing, so I'm like catching up.
Yeah, Duke's bourbon review.
Yeah.
Scotch more likely.
Harold said about the full Monty show or some shit.
But yeah, other than that, you can catch me right here again on Saturday. I mean, on Sundays. Just watch for videos during the week. And
You went full retard, man.